Ali, how do you get the cut done as quickly as possible? It's a 2-hour video. You've gone through the rough cut, fine cut, final cut.
Yeah.
Cool. How far are you into the cut right now?
Bro, literally, I'm trying to like switch up the type of workflow for this one because every time, like last time, I would just put all the clips in one sequence and then doing the rough cut and the fine cut. But then this one, I'm thinking about doing it in sections because he gives a lot of editor notes, and it's kind of like annoying to keep going back to the other one and looking at that which editor note he was saying and stuff like that because I don't remember each time the whole video. So I don't know how to.
If that's the format that he's giving you it in, a huge thing for you is going to be markers. So you could literally just add markers and like just whatever the note he gave, just put it on the marker. You know, when you double click on the marker,
yeah,
that's going to be huge because as you're cutting, the markers will move with you. So that's going to be a big thing. A lot of these workflow questions just depend on the actual video. For example, I want you to imagine like a Sidemen video. It would be hell if we just went through all of it in order, like from a cutting perspective. So I don't do the cutting personally, but what I know the guys do is first they do like a very, very rough cut, which is basically they go through all the footage, they assemble it, awesome, and they just cut out like the stuff that they know is never going to be used in a million years. That's the first thing. So rough cut. Then they actually do exactly what you just said, which is like sectioning it. So it's sort of like, okay, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, there's like broad sections.
Yeah.
For example, in a Sidemen video, and you can draw parallels for your one, it would be like, okay, this was the first challenge, and then they all met back up at this point. Then they all went to the second challenge, they all met up at this point. So we're going to get those 3 sections. Then, if there's like 2 POVs, I don't know how yours is, but like in the Sidemen,
no, it's just like it's basically just his POV at first, and then the video is basically him. He goes missing, and then his friends are now the POV with them. That's it. It's like they have the same camera. It's like one POV. It's not like switching basically. Like I don't think so, at least for now.
Okay.
I haven't really looked through all of it.
Okay, it's going to be super important. I would go through, understand the footage before you go cut it, because by spending even like 10 to 30 minutes understanding the footage, like okay, like this point. They switched, like adding some markers, highlighting different colors, putting like one layer where it's this person has the camera, one layer the other person has the camera. So I've had times where I've spent like 1-2 hours just setting it up, the assembly stage, because for more complex projects, that will save you 6 to 10 hours of like trying to figure it out every time you're trying to make one more cut. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So the assembly is going to be huge. Understanding the footage is going to be huge. Honestly, my biggest suggestion here with like getting the cut done faster for these more complex projects, just assemble the project better. So you mentioned like they have 2 POVs, but it's like one.
Yes, it's not like a switch. Like that's why I'm gonna go through it. But my understanding, usually the video is not like a switching POV. Just like he has the camera, and then for this video specifically, he goes missing, and then now they're like trying to look for him, basically.
Okay, I see.
And
the biggest thing is first organize the footage properly. So because it's like on one camera, it might be a little harder. If it's like different clips, you can actually literally move the footage into different folders. If it's a thing where it's like sometimes it's kind of messy, like 2 people have it, in your timeline you would do it. So basically, like maybe one layer is this person, the other layer is this person. So it might look like this sort of thing. Using label colors, markers are going to be huge. So basically, your rough cut, and so first you're going to assemble it, but your rough cut and assembly are sort of like they're sort of the same thing, if that makes sense, because you're going through the footage. And what I would do, markers are going to be your best friend, dude. Like as you're going through it, add markers of like significant events. So for example, I'm just going to put random names. Connor starts hiding. Add a marker. Time at Seeker's start. Connor gets found. Just like adding these points, because then when you're doing like just building the story and like moving things around, you'll know what happened when. It's going to save you so much time.
Okay. And then, but then also, they have a lot of drone footage because they get in like a helicopter. There's like a lot of drone footage. Should I do the drone footage in the final cut, or like?
I would the assembly. Before I even like cut away at like big chunks of footage, my assembly project like timeline sequence, I want all the footage on there. The reason being, you might cut it and then you see some drone footage and you're like, oh my god, that huge chunk I just cut out would kill with this footage.
Mm.
You know what I mean? You don't want to get caught off guard like that. That's why I do the assembly properly, like get all the footage on the timeline. It's really just to organize things on the timeline. It's like a visual way of seeing your footage folder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then like you'll realize like, oh, this footage kind of matches here. Like let's just put that here. And then when I'm duplicating the sequence and going into the rough cut, it's like everything's sort of there. I know what assets I have to play with.
Mm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Like yeah.
Cool, man. But yeah, in terms of more complex projects, it's all in the assembly. That's where you're going to save the time. If you're a freelance video editor and you want to get more clients, I've got something for you. It's a completely free outreach tracker. It's the same one we use with all our coaching students, and it's going to allow you to be able to send more messages to potential clients, get more replies, and also be able to close them at higher rates. So go get that free tracker in the description. After you signed up for it, I'm going to send it straight to your email. I'm going to give you a bit more information on how I personally help video editors. So if you do want to get more help, you can apply there. But whether you get my further help or not, just go and get the free tracker for now, because at least you're going to be able to run this on your own for a while.